Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday, and welcome to Energy Medicine with Monica. I'm Monica Marzak, professional holistic practitioner, where we get together every day as a group to shift what's ready to be shifted, heal what's ready to be brought to the light for your health and overall wellness. So, if you're tuned into this channel, thank you so much for being here. If you're stumbling across my channel, please go ahead and like, follow along, subscribe. It helps the algorithms because, I don't know anything about those things, but apparently it helps the algorithm. So help me help the algorithm and get this out to the world. So in today's work, we're going to be dumping toxicity of thought. So you can take a deep breath. Toxicity of thought through the glymphatic and the lymphatic system. We need to do a little bit of a repair here where the glymph and the lymph are in conversation. They're not really communicating really well. So the glymph only works when you're asleep. It doesn't work during the day. So this is why my grandmother always said an hour before midnight is worth 10 after 12. So really important to get to bed before the body starts, those organs start to work and start to heal. As per Chinese medicine, each organ has an hour, a couple of hours through the Chinese clock where they get to work and they start to heal and restore and dump all the things that it needs to dump. That being said, what we are dumping today is through the genetic line of the epigenetic coding of those recipes, rules, hand-me-down thinking. And we're not talking about traditions in the healthy sense. No, those in the Polish tradition, we set a table at Christmas time and we set an extra space. So for anyone who may be hungry, there's always room for them at the table. But it also gives a nod to the people, the family members that are not here with us and our ancestors that came before us. So we're not that's not the tradition. What we're looking at is those pathological traditions where, for example, if you had a family member that said, don't say that, watch your tone, speak when spoken to, family first no matter what. And the no matter what is the important part. Loyalty, I'm losing my voice, but what are you being loyal to? Are you loyal to dysfunction? Are you loyal to abuse? Are you loyal to hiding things under the carpet? Are you loyal to guilt? So you can bring up for yourself. Now, body talk always has a fail safe. So it feels if there's this triggering coming up, then we can always digress. We can always take a step back and do this really slowly. It doesn't need to all be dumped or moved. Whatever you're saying a yes to, I'm going to link this to the prefrontal cortex. So, whatever you're saying yes to will start to move out of the system wherever it's held in your body mind. So, whether it be in the cellular structure, whether it's in a muscle, whether it's in the cartilage, but right now, what I'm focusing on is in that root chakra, because this is where family history, that root. So if you think about your family tree and the roots, so family heritage, um, there's a burp right there, is held within the root. And so we want to bring in a disinfectant, because what's the best disinfectant? Well, I would say light, like the sun bringing something to light, looking at it. Once you see something, it can't be an unseen. My kids do this to me all the time. They do it to me all the time. They're like, oh, mom, take a look at this. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't unsee it. Now I see it from a different perspective, not just from the one that I was looking at, but theirs. And usually it means that I'm looking at a car and now it has a face instead of just two headlights. So just simple, funny things like that. But on the other side, what are you seeing from a different perspective in your family line? What's been passed down as sacred, but it's actually protecting dysfunction? So we want to start to shift that out of the root chakra. And I could feel it shaking and vibrating. It feels really, really tender. So I'm going to bring in some Reiki to cover that root chakra, to give it some support, that it doesn't need to force anything. You don't need to change anything. You can meet yourself exactly where you're at now with love, compassion, and empathy. So, compassion is to sit with your suffering. You don't need to change it. You don't need to manipulate it. You don't need to force it or make it go away or sugarcoat it with nice thoughts of mantras. There's nothing to do. Just relax into experiencing what is coming up for you. Because feeling is healing. Feeling is healing. I'm going to say it again. This is hitting in the gut. Feeling is healing. And even if you're feeling resistance, feel the resistance. Just sit with your resistance. I'm resistant. I don't want to feel this right now. I don't want to look at this right now. That's okay. Feel the resistance. And maybe when it's acknowledged and you're acknowledged and your feelings are acknowledged and your emotions are acknowledged, maybe you can sink 1% deeper into the experience of whatever that is for you. Great. Oh, my whole belly relaxed and I took a breath. So we're running whatever. We're going to dump this to the diaphragm and small intestines, working through the family lineage, bringing in some family constellations and eighth chakra history to whatever pathology within your family that you stay loyal to and make important. Maybe the important thing in the healthy sense is actually you. All right, friends, thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you so much for calling in this work. We're going to tap this in, however that moves for you. And I'll see you next time, friends. Have a good one.